Wait, it feels like it's been forever since Fern has been romantic with her partner. It could be paranoia, it could be anxiety, or a gut feeling, but Fern can't help but wonder what her partner is up to or who they are seeing behind their back. Oh no! Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and today we are back to play some more of the 100 Baby Challenge, and we are almost ready to pass things on to our next matriarch. Our current matriarch, Jillian, is now an elder, and we're close to switching up the matriarchs. In the last episode, the oldest set of twins that was in the house, Tara and Thomas, aged up into young adults and they moved out. The set of twins that has our next matriarch, Emily and Emma, Emma will be our next matriarch, they aged up into teenagers. And then the last set of twins, Lance and Lucas, aged up into children. So our current matriarch, Jillian, she's got her kids like in a pretty good spot. Like they're all pretty much taking care of themselves, like doing their own thing. And yeah, I think it's a good thing for them, for all of them really. We also got set up all of the Plumbite heirlooms because those will eventually get passed on to Emma, who is going to be our next matriarch. Now, Emily and Emma, since we can't officially shift over to Emma until Lance and Lucas are also ready to move out, we're not pushing things a lot with Emily and Emma, like pushing them getting A's and whatnot. I mean, they will pretty easily because it's not too hard. So we will be working on that stuff for all of them, but the real push is going to be Lance and Lucas. It's currently Friday in our game, so we need to get through the weekend before Lance and Lucas can even like begin to think about aging up. But they'll at least get off to school today and get started. And I think that we might have them work hard while they're at school. I don't think that it will be enough to put them over the edge to get B's right off the bat, but we're gonna try. We're gonna do the best that we can with that. So Jillian has now gotten married to Fern, who was the baby donor for Tara and Thomas. She has the soulmate aspiration, so she wanted to get married to her best friend. So I kind of felt like we had to do that for her. It just seemed like the right thing to do. She has completed everything on her bucket list and completed her soul's journey. So she's doing really good there. She's gonna get to live out the rest of her life calmly and with a person that she loves, with Fern. Wait, it feels like it's been forever since Fern has been romantic with her partner. It could be paranoia, it could be anxiety, or a gut feeling, but Fern can't help but wonder what her partner is up to or who they are seeing behind their back. Oh no! She's tense from a fear of being cheated on and a fear of unfulfilled dreams. Oh no. Well, you know what? All of the kids are going off to school. Maybe we need to take Jillian and Fern like on a little date. Maybe that'll help Fern out, make her feel a little bit better. Jillian does want to have some dates with her spouse, so that could be worth doing for them. They both love the outdoors, so I'm thinking somewhere that like has like a park or something like that for them to go on their date. That seems like that makes sense to me. It's summer, so the weather should be cooperative. All right, we've come to the park in Ciudad Enamorada, but it's a little bit cloudy apparently. All right, why don't you come and watch the sky together? This should be a cute little interaction with them. Little sky gazing. Okay, so she wants to discuss fears for unfulfilled wants. Because she does have a fear of like unfulfilled dreams. Berna's discussing her fears with Jillian. But she does also want to talk about her relationship fears with Jillian. She has this fear of being cheated on, which I guess is kind of valid considering how many babies Jillian has had with how many different people. But Jillian is pretty much like honed in now on Fern. And so Fern has made some progress with her fear. And let's see, what is their satisfaction looking like? Oh my gosh, Fern is not attracted to Jillian, but she is at least satisfied in the relationship. So there's that, I guess. How does Jillian feel? So Jillian is a neutral attraction. She's very satisfied and is deeply in love with Fern. Fern is smitten. So even though they're like, Fern maybe doesn't find Jillian attractive, they have a really good relationship. Okay, now they're both very satisfied in their relationship. So I think that we've made some progress with things between them. Like I think Fern is feeling a little bit better. She still has the fear, but it's moving in the right direction, and she's feeling less afraid than she was before. Jillian just had her first experience understanding a positive or resilient romantic outlook. With enough of these types of experiences, Sims can develop the romantic sage trait. As she already passed her impressionable formative years, this trait will be slightly harder for Jillian to develop. Doing some work to learn about healthy romance, such as researching on the computer or talking to Sims in healthy relationships, will help increase her understanding in order to develop the trait. That's a new one. I've not seen that one before. Interesting. All right, well, the day is now gold, and the kids are going to be coming home. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and get them back home. So we've got a gold romantic date. Furnace is feeling a little bit better, I think, about things with Jillian. Jillian is also feeling good about their relationship. All good things. Kids will be home from school. And then the weekend is going to just be a lot of skill building and whatnot for the kids, especially the boys, to get them to the point where they are going to be aging up into teenagers. All right, kids are home from school. Emily had an average exam result, so did Emma. Lance and Lucas, they still have C's, so they didn't quite get up there with the B, but that's all right. So our matriarch, Emma, has the market magnate aspiration. So she wants to run a food sale, and she wants to sell pizzas or waffles during the food sale. And one of the things that I was thinking about with her, because she's going to need to have a means of earning some money for herself once she moves out and gets started on her own. She'll get a little bit of money to start with, basically enough to we'll get her a shell of a house built for furnishing as she earns more money for all of the kids that she's gonna have. But she needs a way to make money. And I was thinking, since the Business and Hobbies expansion pack came out not too long ago, that we would have her run a candy store, and that would be kind of fun. And I think that the market magnate aspiration does kind of work with that idea. So I kind of want to get a food stall and maybe we'll get her a waffle maker. If we're gonna have her sell candy, maybe she gets started with waffles and sweet stuff and things like that, and that's how she kind of gets her start, and then she transitions into making the candy. So I think let's go ahead and get the waffle iron. I don't know if I want to get the candy maker just, I don't know if we want to quite go there at this point in time. We'll start with waffles. And then the other thing that we want to get is the food stall. We're going to be running the food stall out of the backyard. Not a lot of room in the front. We can probably get rid of the ranch community board, and we can move our hot spring around. Okay, and then we've got room for this. All right, she's got a food stall. Go ahead and cook some waffles. Let's do some berry waffles. We'll get her started with that one. It can be the weekend goal. It can be what we work on for the weekend for her. She needs 5 excellent waffles or pizzas to sell during her whole food thing. So she'll need that. And I think we'll let her take the food stall with her. Some kids at school were being mean to one of my friends, and I wanted to help, but I didn't know what to do. What do you think I should have done? Step in and stand up for your friends. All right, Emily is within range to earn the responsible trait, so that's good. Emma's having a little nap. It's her waffles are ready. Let's get those. We'll immediately transfer them over to the food stall as well, so that they don't go bad, and then so people don't eat them. Oh, there's a fire! Oh my gosh! Emily just caught herself on fire, but Emma to the rescue, extinguishing her twins. Man, she didn't hesitate. Soon as she saw that fire, Emma was like, I am putting this out. There was no Second thought, no moment's hesitation. She was just like, I'm okay, we need to replace this stuff. That was kind of costly, but that's all right. I thought it was going to be the waffle maker catching on fire because those small appliances seem to be a little bit flammable. So I thought it was that. It wasn't that. It was Emily catching on fire, making whatever she was making on the stove. Oh, who died? Brian Larson has passed away. All right, which one is Brian? Oh, that's one of her children. Oh, that was the baby, one of the kids that she had with Daisy Pearl. How did he die, I wonder? All right, we're gonna do the scary thing and look at the family tree. Death by embarrassment. So he was embarrassed, and that's how he died. She lost Armand, who got killed by a chicken. That was Vlad's son. He was a vampire. We lost Brian now to embarrassment. And we also lost Kevin to electrocution. She's had 3 kids not make it. She's kind of not had the best track record with keeping her kids alive as young adults. I mean, I guess it's valid to be sad about that. It was your son. And these kids, they would kind of have known Brian. I don't know, he definitely would have been like out of the house quite a bit, but oh, and now we've got grief happening with Jillian. Great. Now what? Marielle Laurent has passed away. I think that was someone who delivered babies. Oh god, Jillian's reaching that age where just like people are kind of passing left and right. Not awesome. Not awesome for her. I think we're gonna go and start a food sale for Emma here because she does want to have a food sale, and she does have some items and some waffles ready to sell. So we're gonna give this a shot for her and see how it goes. And actually, you know what? We could get the I have Ravishing's piggy bank, so we could actually get that and put the money that she makes from these food sales into that, and we could use that as her starting funds when she moves out, because she is kind of initiating this entrepreneurial spirit. So it could be a good way for us to figure out how much money she takes with her when she begins, like whatever she's able to earn. And maybe we do get her a candy maker and she can start making some candy and sell some candy at the food stall. And that could be how she gets her start. Because it will tell us at the end how much money she made in her food stall. Wait, now Jillian has a fear of being cheated on? Oh my god. Wait, Jillian saw Fern break her romantic boundaries and is thinking of getting a divorce. Wait, what happened? All we're doing is we're trying to have a food stall with our kid, and now they're thinking about getting a divorce? This is not good. Oh my gosh. What are you two even doing to each other? Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. This isn't good. Jillian is deeply wounded. Their romance has taken a significant hit. I don't know what happened. All I'm doing is I'm trying to run a food stall sale for Emma to help her get started. And Jillian and Fern are having romantic crises around us. This is not how this was. So she made 56 simoleons on that food sale. So that's a good start for her, I think. I think what I want to do is let's go ahead and get the candy machine for her, and she can make candy as well. So Ravishing has a mod that's basically like a piggy bank, so that you can do like a piggy bank, you can put it in a jar, and what you can do is you can put simoleons in that, and then it will kind of create like a savings. And so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this for Emma and maybe use that as her means of like how we're gonna get her started. So she earned 56 simoleons, so we come over here and add money, and we're gonna put 56 simoleons in that, which will get taken out of the family funds and it'll be put into her savings jar, and that's what we'll use for her to move out with. Oh, you know what? We should probably have Jillian maybe mentoring her. Let's ask Jillian for some cooking mentoring and see if that helps her with her cooking skill and getting that to go up. I don't know if this will actually like produce candy for her to use and sell, But she is getting some mentoring, so she's feeling inspired with culinary trips from being mentored. Emma's dishes are reaching a new delicious level under the guidance of a seasoned home chef. And I do think that Jillian would pass this on to Emma and really do her best to kind of help Emma succeed as she gets ready to kind of go out on her own. Oh, it did. Sour snap jelly beans that her mom helped her make. Don't eat them. No, don't eat them. Don't eat them. Why don't you come and make some more waffles to sell? Maybe do some pumpkin spice waffles. Don't eat the jelly beans. We're gonna put those in we're here in your food stall to sell. But that took her from level 1 to level 3 cooking skills. So having Jillian mentor her was effective. Oh, look at everything she can make. Sour jelly beans, bubblegum swirl, sugar cotton candy, elderberry swirl, pleasantly unpleasant cotton candy. Okay, maybe not that. Raspberry jelly beans, rainbow wave swirl, blueberry swirl lollipop, watermelon jelly beans. Oh my gosh. Let's do the bubblegum swirl. That'll be fun. We're gonna do that while the waffles are cooking. Wait, Lucas is coming over here and making candy. Okay, apparently the whole family's getting in on it. Yeah, go ahead and talk to Samuel. Talk to your child. Okay, go Lucas. He's like, I'm gonna make some candy too. All right, why not? Why is Jillian angry? Oh, from a flirty spouse, from jealousy. Jillian's spouse was flirting with another. Have they been doing this behind their back? I don't know what to do about them now. They're just, we're going to be moving on before too much longer, so maybe we just leave it be, but it's not the way that I kind of anticipated that to go. Lucas is just like, I'm just going to make myself a lollipop, and I'm going to just come over here and eat it, because that's what I'm going to do. I mean, good job, kid. He's ambitious. He's off to a good start with that already. All right, we got some candy out now for another food sale for Emma. Figured she'd do one more in the evening. She finished the first milestone of the market magnate aspiration. So now she has to run food sales from 2 different lots and convince customers to buy something 5 times. She's also reached level 2 of the entrepreneur skill, and she made 160 simoleons from that food sale. So we're gonna have her put that money in, and then it's time to go to sleep. To do more, because you know, just over 200 simoleons isn't quite enough to get things started, but you know, it's not a bad start for her. No, it's the Festival of Youth, and Emma wants to run food sales from 2 different lots. So maybe we have her take her brothers and her food stall to the Festival of Youth in Mount Komorebi, and she can run a food sale there at the Festival of Youth. You know, maybe we'll go ahead and let her make one more thing of candy. That might be a good place for her to have a food stall with like a bunch of kids running around and their parents. Like that could be a good thing. Oh, we are at the Festival of Youth. It's raining. I don't know that that's the best thing, but that's fine. All right, let's come over here and let's put up our food stall and try to run a food sale. Oh, the rain stopped. Okay, that's good. It didn't rain for very long. That's a positive. She did give blessings of youth to both of her brothers, so they won't be sad. She is sad though, because she's still upset about the sibling that passed. All right, let's go ahead and let's place this in the world. We're gonna do it right here. We're gonna compete with the ice cream crepe guy. All right, let's get all of this stuff in inventory for the food sale, and let's start a food sale. Okay, we need to convince people to buy stuff. So let's go ahead and give a sales pitch to this person. Maybe we'll push, 43 simoleons for the caramel apple. Okay, come buy this cotton candy for 43 simoleons, please and thank you. Look at how delicious it looks. It's excellent quality. You know you would like that. Hey, that worked. Oh, they're 43 simoleons each? Oh, wow. Okay, that did count. That's some expensive cotton candy. Okay, but there is a cooldown on the give sales pitch interaction, so we'll have to wait before we try that one again. All right, 162 simoleons from that food sale, and she convinced 3 people to buy things. So I feel like that went pretty well. Wait, no, don't eat. You're not supposed to eat the food yourself. No, you're supposed to be selling that. Especially not the 43 simoleon cotton candy. All right, go back home and get your food stall set back up so you don't eat the food that you're not supposed that you're supposed to be selling and you're not supposed to be eating. All right, she does need to do her homework though. It is Sunday night. I think everybody else is done with their homework. Let's see. Yeah, Emily has done hers. Lance needs to finish his. And Lucas is done with his. Lucas is back at the candy machine. He apparently really likes candy. Oh dear, now Emma has a grief type. Got the holding it together grief type. Goodness. Alright, well, we have made it around to Monday morning. So I'm hoping that Lance and Lucas will at least get their Bs today. I'd like to get them aged up into teenagers in this episode, and then I think in the next episode they'll be able to be young adults and we'll be able to like move on with them. But I mean, that still means Emily and Emma have to get A's, but I'm not too worried about them getting A's. It's almost Fern's birthday, so Fern is almost an elder. I mean, while the kids are at school, we could be trying to like fix things between Fern and Jillian, but we're probably just gonna leave it alone. Although Jillian could make some candy. She's level 10 of the cooking skill, so she could make some candy for Emma to sell. I mean, might as well have her doing something to like help her kids' small business, right? Hey, the kids are home from school. Emily and Emma now have A's and Lance and Lucas have B's. And so I think that thinking if we have the boys work hard when they go to school tomorrow, they'll get an A. We're gonna have them doing their homework and they're definitely gonna do their extra credit work. Emily and Emma are kind of good at this point, although what about their character values? Okay, Emily has responsibility and range, and let's see, Emma doesn't quite yet, but I think when she does her homework, she will. So I think before she does her food sale for today, we're gonna have her do her homework. Oh, this will work. My face is a mess. I can't go anywhere looking like this. So what can I do? Try some light makeup. Okay, so now Emma's trait is in range. So we're gonna have them doing their homework, and then Emma is gonna run another food sale tonight. She has 378 simoleons saved from her other food sales. Jillian has been helping and making some candy for her to sell to kind of help get her feet off the ground with this business. Obviously, when she moves out, she's not going to have that help, so she's going to have to do it on her own. But it gives her some time to like get her cooking skill up herself so that she can make better candy. The candy looks so good. Like, they did such a good job with the lollipops and the cotton candy. She's got like a good thing going here. Ooh, 374 simoleons on that food sale. So that was a pretty good one for her. Like doubled the amount of money that she's got saved. So good for you, Emma. All right. The kids are heading off to school. We are going to have Lance and Lucas study hard, and hopefully they will come home with A's. Lance is now an A student and Lucas is now an A student, which is amazing. That means that we can age them up into teenagers. So hooray for that. Yes. All right, let's get started. Lance, come and blow out the candles. All right, Lance is a teenager. Very nice. He has got the high self-esteem trait. We love that for him. All right, we are going to use James Turner's trait slash we're using it for aspirations. We're going to use this to generate what Lance's aspiration is going to be. So let's give it a spin, find out what it's going to be. He is a neighborhood confidant. All right. And his trait, 1, 2, 3, he is a good bookworm. All right. And now it's Lucas's turn. And now Lucas has aged up into a teenager again. Let's generate his aspiration and see what we get for him. We got esteemed entrepreneur. Okay. And his trait, 1, 2, 3, he loves the outdoors. All right. I think it's kind of interesting that the boys both aged up with the same hairstyle. So we do need to get them made over though. So let's get some makeovers on Lance and Lucas. All right, Lance and Lucas have been made over. Here is Lance, the first of the two twins, the neighborhood confidant. This is his everyday, formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and his cold weather wear. And then this is his twin Lucas, who wants to be an esteemed entrepreneur. This is his everyday, formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and his cold weather wear. We're so close, so close. And with them aging up into teenagers, with Emma off to a pretty good start with her food stall, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I think the next episode will be the last one in this house. I think after that, I think then the boys will have A's and they'll be ready to age up, which will mean it'll also be time to age up Emily and Emma into young adults, which will then mean that Emma will be starting her turn as matriarch. So we're really close. I think like 2 episodes will be our first episode with her as matriarch. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get them moved out, moved on, ready to go, and start having some more babies because we're 2/3 of the way through. We're close. The end is slowly approaching. I don't know if we'll get through the last 33 babies with Emma. It would be quite an increase in the number of kids that our matriarchs have had. Jillian has had the most so far with 25. So I don't know if we're going to be able to squeeze out 33 with Emma. There may be one more matriarch after her. We'll just kind of have to wait and see how it goes. Or maybe we apply some aging potion to her. I don't know. We'll figure it out when it gets closer to time. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!